Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fire Emblem. The one just called Fire Emblem.
Right, because it didn't have any other name. None at all. Absolutely not.
Not only in English, because this was the introduction to the West, as we've said. But yeah, Chapter 7, X. The X means it's a side chapter, or as they're referred to, a Gaiden chapter, which is also kind of funny, because there was a literal game just called Fire Emblem Gaiden.
That makes me think of the character.
Which character?
Oh gosh, darn it. Phone. I only know it because of Death Battle, but there's this like Gaiden guy, and I feel like it was a ninja reference.
Oh, Ninja Gaiden?
That's it, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, there's a game called Ninja Gaiden. The word Gaiden is Japanese for side story or tale, basically.
Okay. Well, are you ready to get into our side chapter?
Oh, I've been ready. The Black Shadow.
Mysterious group seems hell-bent on capturing Nils and Ninian.
So they send a soldier.
Please remember.
Nah.
The
South. Southwest. Congratulate. All in hopes of recovering the... Yes, used her ring that was passed down by her family.
Oh no, the guy now has a horse. Speedy.
It's a different person. Shadowy figures.
Well, the Black
So
Shadow.
next.
Oh
Sinister
boy.
music.
Yeah. Well, she looks fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all like the normal grunt.
What's that? Ends justify the means.
Rats and toad. Why would they do that? After this ring, it's a rare piece. We took it from the girl. Sure of luck that we did, especially if it brings them to us now. Oh, so we're not fighting her. Okay.
Nope, we're fighting him. Fang's punishment.
Remember. What, does her hand have poison in it?
No, just failures, punishable by death.
Oh, shoot, it looks like they have a thief. Oh, and so she counts as green too. Okay.
Well, for now.
Yes, we are.
This is their stronghold.
Yeah, and?
We're already here.
Nah, we need the, Okay, because I agreed, I guess it's official. But we need the experience.
It took you a second. Yeah. That took you a second, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like, wait, what? Oh, yeah. I had to name myself in this one. It was not made lately. Experience. Get your ring back.
Absolutely, we're here for the experience, too.
Oh, there it is.
Aha, our scouts are back.
Yes.
Our quarter can be used to our advantage. If we draw the enemy through here, we can engage them. In small numbers and remain relatively safe.
What's that? Choke pointing. Yeah, Will, what do you think?
I
Prep
think
screen.
we need to pick units.
Well, let's look at the map real quick.
Oh, right. And to look at the map, check map.
You go
View map.
view. So, we got... There's a chest.
That either
And
you
some
can
lock-
go through the door or the wall. However,
Some lock... Some
What's-
breakable things.
yep. However, it also looks like we have secret stairs. So is there a second map that we fight on?
No. So stairs like that in indoor maps are basically denote spots where enemies will be getting reinforcements.
Ah. So basically
So-
we have to take out the big bad quickly.
Well, if you hit select
Right. That's...
and go
Wait.
back,
Ah!
our options are to defeat the enemy.
Wait. Ah!
So basically, they want this will be a
Buttons.
route chapter. We have to beat everyone.
Wait. Can't we view him?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to
R.
do. Ah, it's R.
Well,
There we go.
yeah, you know what the buttons are assigned to. Yep. Bayard. He's a mercenary.
Aha, there it is.
Ooh. There's a droppable item
The door key.
and a stealable that could be stolen
The door
by a
key?
thief. Yeah.
Okay.
While on a person's thing, that's a possible stealable vulnerary too. If you want to see like where a person is when you go over their stats, like go
Yeah.
go back to now hit B.
Yeah.
See, that one will drop a vulnerary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I
there's an
already know
archer in
that's the
there.
guy with the key.
Yeah, because he's the only mage.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And then of
Yeah,
course there'll be
so-
something in there.
Yeah. So let's select our guys. So we've talked about different things. How like Will and Wrath are somewhat superfluous.
So, what do you mean?
Well, we have Nils, who currently isn't deployed, and we've seen how useful Nils can be.
Right.
So probably send out Will. You can only pick 10 units. So you gotta put someone on the bench to bring someone else.
There we go. Actually, are we sure Will won't be,
Well, if we need a bow user, we have Wrath, and Nils is basically one of our best units, but again.
wow, Kent has a lot of stuff on him.
Yeah, we could probably move some of that around if we want.
Okay, so let's see. I do that. So Kent.
Like, what does Sane have on him? Yeah, he's just got that. What does Florina have? Yeah, so she's good for now.
So technically, we don't even need the door key. We could have our thief open it up.
Yep, we can just have Matthew open things with the lockpick.
And of course, there are no dark or druids, I think it is. So,
Yes, Druid is the base dark magic class.
yeah.
Wait,
So-
no, sorry. No, it's Shaman. Druid is the upgraded dark magic
Got
class.
Okay, well, there were no shamans, so we don't need him out there. Because he would take a disadvantage from the other mage person.
But he might be good against random enemy troops.
That's true. Can't Florina basically fly over all the walls in here?
No, this would be, since this isn't it. It's kind of that thing, like we have this top-down view, but there's an implied ceiling.
Okay.
So it's like she can only fly over so much. Which then becomes funny when people who have bows and mages can fire over those, but a Pegasus can't fly over them.
Yeah.
It's probably like Windows or...
So, do we want Florina in there?
I can't remember. I mean, she's a good unit. There's not much threat to her. She still has a good amount of movement squares, even if she's just as hampered by the terrain.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm not sure who to take out.
Well, right now we have Nils. If we had to use Lucius, we have a good amount of frontline fighters. We'd honestly probably get rid of Dorcas.
Even against the spear people?
Well, we have our own spear people, and there are a good amount of fast sword people.
Okay.
Yeah. And like was said, there's like a few good lanes of how to go through this map. And you know what we're gonna do?
What?
We're gonna go through all of them. Yeah, so if you go to formation, that's how you move people around.
Right. That would be
on the map, yeah, formation. We haven't recorded in a while, so Will's a bit rusty if you see him going a little slow. Well, what we could do is, so like, you have like the the two lanes on either side of that area with the mage and the soldier. Like, have a cavalier and or Florina go up like one of each, and then another guy's work on getting towards the chest. And I wouldn't recommend, honestly, Florina are this to the right, because then she wouldn't be in fear of the archer anywhere. And then have someone like Urk be able to take out that soldier and that mage in the little area without having to bust down the doors.
Right.
And then, you have
won't more units come in?
Not a ton of them will. Like, they don't flood you with it yet, and you'll know when they come in. And then, again, if we can take those guys out without having to bust down the doors to get into them, then the reinforcements might have to take time to bust their way out.
Okay. Oh. Press the right buttons. So we're probably good then.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and hit save.
And press start, right?
Yep, and then fight.
Fight! Okay.
Still somewhat sinister music.
Ooh. Can just move you right there.
Yep. And like we've said in previous episodes, the soldier class, for some reason in a lot of games they're very slow.
Level up.
Like, in this game, they're an enemy-only class that essentially... Speed!
Ooh. Huzzah.
Like, they're essentially just exist to get picked on by faster units, which is most everyone.
Okay. So we want these two to go up the two lanes here, right?
Yeah, we can have them go up those. And if you look up, I believe the one has a cavalier towards the end of it that's probably going to come down. Although, yeah. So Florina might be good fighting him, because I remember from his equipment, he has a sword and a lance. So, now here's the question. Do you want her to go there or one space back? It wouldn't be her full movement, but do you know why?
It would either cause or uncause the enemy to reach.
The enemy mage in there, a lot of times enemies they'll prioritize who they can attack, and if they can attack someone without being retaliated, they like to attack that way. But if they don't have anyone else, they'll attack who they can. So if you put like someone who he can attack freely in range, he'll attack them. But when the only person in his range is, for as an example, Urk, he'll probably go to attack Urk. And Urk can retaliate.
Right. So I probably want to send Sane over to hit this guy, right?
Yep.
He has a lance, I have the lance. Do not want to use the sword. Sane with his double attacks. Sure, he takes a hit, but what does that matter?
Sane and his insane level ups.
God of Vulnerary. Okay. So Kent probably want to get as close to here as possible, I think.
Yeah, about right there. Should be good.
Item, and we want to prepare his sword. To
Yep,
fight
he's got a sword. He's got a sword equipped because it's at the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just in case.
Then Wrath could probably shoot a bit at the dude, but if he doesn't kill him, he'd take an attack, but it might not be that bad an attack.
So just throw him right here then and attack?
We'll see. Let's see how he does. Go over and see how, see the combat preview. So he'd reduce him to 1 HP, and possibly a 14% chance at critting. It's not that much, but
true.
So now here's the other question we gotta ask ourselves. Could other characters reach?
He wouldn't be able to hit anyone. He wouldn't be able to hit anyone.
Well,
She wouldn't be able to hit anyone. We could move Urk.
Well, what's Matthew's movement? What's his number of squares he can move? You can also just go to his stats.
There we go.
So 6. So and back out. Nah, that would only get him that wouldn't get him adjacent. Because technically, what you could do with any unit is, so long as they're within the range of where Nils can move, he can give them an additional turn.
Right.
The most he could do for Matthew is if Matthew was in the spot that Wrath was in, get him to where Wrath would move.
Right.
But yeah.
I wonder, what's your attack? Kent would probably get a double attack against the grunt guy.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
So
I don't think he'd be too fast. The question is that depending on where you move guys, since he's not blocking that corridor, he's probably going to, if someone is in his range, he's going to run past Kent and attack them anyway.
Okay.
And it's probably not going to kill anyone. Oh, it's probably most definitely not going to kill anyone. I don't think anyone's that weak right now. But
do you think we should move Lynn here then?
Yeah, sure. Honestly, these initial moves aren't too hard. No one's under any super amount of threat. Everything's kind of chill. Yep, get her a little bit of chip healing experience if you want.
The only one who needs healing is Sane.
Yeah. So you could try to use Nils to get her closer there, but then you definitely want someone to block that brigand.
Yeah. Get Nils' experience up.
Yeah, I'd say go ahead and let him attack the brigand. Like, he's not going... He'll do damage, and then he'll have a chance to dodge. Like, it's not too much of a threat.
No. No crit. Darn. I know it's low, but still.
And then other characters can move up towards where they need to go. Then Matthew's gonna want to get at that chest. So banded attack, 54.
Oh. And
yeah, good job. Good job, Wrath.
Good job,
Kent's been
Wrath.
hit by stuff like that.
Ow, that hurt so much.
Ooh, 2 damage. And
Thunder.
the mage battle. But yeah, you can see the difference in stats. We double attack, and while we have the weaker magic, we're still doing double their damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the thief opened their door.
Yep, there we go. A part of this is a lot of the maps, like, one of the most foolproof strategies is to just have a ton of guys turtle up. Just be super defensive and bait enemies slowly and stuff like that. So thieves with treasure, villages and bandits. There's a lot of things that are basically anti-turtling incentives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, turtling is very safe. So let's give you reasons to not. So?
Right. So I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
My thought is move Florina up, move Urk behind her, and we'll probably take out this guy.
If Florina doesn't just kill him on her own, yeah.
Over here, move Sane over to start bashing down the door, I think.
Yep.
And then have Lucius come over here and start hitting this guy. Probably use Sarah to heal Lucius up.
Well, so let's start implementing your plan little bits at a time. And we can see if things need bits of revising. So yeah, so 10 damage or 14 damage.
However, it will basically be 3 times that the lance is going to be used.
Well, it's 2 times. So it'll go from 22 uses to 20. Like, it's not that bad. And then he'll attack us once.
Ow. That hurt.
And then...
Oh, I like that fire animation. Makes me feel warm inside. Get it?
It's the tiny little fireball. Yeah, so have him hit the wall, which will free up a spot for someone to attack the archer.
Let's see.
Lance will deal more damage.
Yeah, that's
and it's
what
a
I'm
wall.
saying.
Nobody can miss a wall. So now here's the question. How does Lucius do against the archer? Outright kills him. So before you confirm that, let's check something. Where can Wrath attack the wall from where he's at?
From where he's at?
Okay, so yeah, he could move to the other side of Sane, that isn't the archer, to fully break down the wall so that Matthew can move in. And...
Oh, that's where you were looking. Okay.
No, move 2 squares over. Other way.
Oh, there.
So that
Right.
Wrath doesn't block the attack on the archer.
Right. Okay. No more wall.
Yep.
You've lost your wall privileges.
And then Lucius can potentially go attack that archer at 1 range.
Mm-hmm.
And completely avoid a counterattack.
I like this idea. Light! That doesn't look like lightning to me.
Yeah, the thunder looks more like lightning.
Oh, no, it's not lightning, it's lightening.
Yeah, basically. Alright, so hold on. Let's look at our thief there. Can't reach it. Let's see how Nils can move. Okay, as far as I know, you cannot reach the chest.
Nils shall reach no one.
Well, we can basically move someone to a point he can reach if we want to just get him some EXP. But, yeah. So yeah, can attack the bandit.
Right, sword. I was almost expecting a critical there. Just with our luck.
Just because it's completely irrelevant?
Unnecessary critical. You keep saying it. Alright, so let's...
There's actually a thing that people have edited in some of the Fire Emblems when they've made it, where on a boss, i.e. the guys with that little shield icon, if it's the attack that's going to kill them, it just displays the critical animation. Like, it's completely pointless, but it's hilarious.
Do we want to move her?
Yeah. There's some sword guys up there that she'll probably be good against.
If they move.
And that other bandit. Whoa.
How?
How?
This can't be! They should be dead! Everyone get in there and finish them! Makes me think of Brawl. From Hearthstone.
He really, really, really had faith in those first couple of guys. You've only fought like 3 people.
Oh.
And there's like
there.
7 of us.
Alright, so I think move Lynn up here and have her take this guy out.
Him.
He won't reach. What'd you say? You kind of blipped a bit.
Yeah, go ahead, have her fight him, and then... Go ahead and use the Monikatai.
Alright.
Like, it's free. We have free uses.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, seeing as we
Then,
wanna... What, sorry?
Yeah, go ahead, move him forward.
Just making sure.
You probably want him to use a lance, because there's 2 sword guys right there.
Sword. Oh, right. Equip. Okay, and wait, because he can't move anymore. Alright, so he needs to go right here. Chest. We got a hammer.
A hammer is an axe that is effective on armored foes.
Who has sword? Ooh! Do you think that's a good idea? Or do we want him to move in?
Yeah, he can go ahead and move in and attack the thief.
Okay, and he has a sword. That means lance goes good against that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as he hits that 90%, that thief is gone.
Goodbye, thief. I knew thee not well. Okay, let's see what Sane gets this time.
Strength and skill. That'll help with his hit rates, and he'll deal even more damage.
Alright, I'm going to move you let's see what you can do.
Probably kill it because it's a basic soldier. Yep.
Okay. Because I was almost thinking about rafts.
Soldiers and their low speed.
Goodbye, soldier.
Level up.
Rip the soldier.
Magic skill defense. Ooh. It's not as important just because it's not going to be able to be used as much, but hey.
I guess move her farther in here.
Get closer to where people are going to be injured.
Yep.
Hold on. You can at least get him some experience this turn. Because if you move Florina up and then Urk to attack that soldier from around the wall.
Double hit. Boom. And boom. I like the detail they put into their animations in this game.
Yeah. The Game Boy Advance Fire Emblems have a special charm.
It kind of has to do with the frames of animation that make it so nice. Yay!
Yeah.
Nils got a level up!
Hey, that's good. That's everything he needs. Because it's all defensive for him.
Throw him back this way, or should we put him this way?
Honestly, he can probably just wait right there in case more reinforcements come. That was more for just getting Neil's experience.
Okay.
Like, it's just free experience, and then he can move, she can move forward.
Alright,
See what the enemy does.
Alright, they're actually advancing this time. Ow, it hurt so much. Goodbye, sir. Even though she had an 86 on her hit percentage. Weapon level increased.
Yeah.
Huzzah!
With I've told you about how it's 2RN and unnecessary crits. But yeah, like I know at the very least hit rate, like the actual number used. Ooh, reinforcements by the boss.
Oh, and would you look at that? A shaman.
Yes.
But they're just gonna keep reappearing, aren't they?
Not overly long, but yeah. So, if you look at that area, go ahead and click on the boss. Click, not that one. Just use the regular, like, confirm button. You'll see his movement range.
Oh.
I'm already gonna give you a hint. This is fake.
He's not gonna move.
He has that, but his AI is designated to not move.
Yeah.
So those guys will, though.
Yeah, and they can attack diagonally.
Yep, they can attack non-adjacent squares, and as you can see, if you move someone in to attack at least the shaman, if he doesn't attack from a melee range, if they don't attack from a melee range, then they're going to be having a bad time, because then the boss will get a free hit on them. So yeah, like, you could...
Will he not move even if I put someone right here?
He will not move. Because Sane was in his range last turn, but he didn't move to attack him. I don't think the AI changes if you move someone in the room. Like, he'll attack people who are next to him.
Okay, and the shaman is definitely the bigger threat in this situation.
Probably. He probably will deal more damage, but he might not have the best hit rate.
Okay.
Yeah, either one.
Let's see. Okay, double hit. That is also double hit, so I want to use the sword because it has a guaranteed hit.
Yeah, that is guaranteed. The lance will deal more damage, but has a slight, very slight chance of missing. But it is there. And yeah, Sane, high defense.
Whoa,
not the best resistance, but he dodges anyway. Good job, Sane.
Alright, the guy isn't gonna... Ooh!
And then Wrath could go attack the mage.
Let's see. Double hit and almost guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. Double RN, like, it's...
What
was that?
That was a critical.
Yes, that was an unnecessary crit again.
I saw the horse. It shook his head, as if shaking off the hit. Alright, so we can move you right here, and you can attack.
Get some chip.
Mustn't fail. I cannot fail. The consequences are too... Well, if you're gonna be dead, you won't have to worry about the consequences.
Well, that's the thing. He's dead either way, so he can't he can't fail. The consequences are too bad.
Well, let's move people in. Ah, there we go.
Yeah, maybe you can get Florina next to the healer to get some healing.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I've explained that for staff users, all wounds are equal. Right? When it comes to a person using a staff when they get experience, it's based on the staff they use, not on what they use it on.
What about these two? Should we just leave them here just in case another guy comes in?
Yeah, if you want to have Urk wait, you can get Nil some free experience. Don't know how much it'll matter, but...
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's free. It's free XP.
Yay! Oh, the rain has reached me. Hopefully I can take that out of the recording.
What?
The rain. Because of course my microphone's probably gonna be picking that up. Anyway.
We'll see.
Urk, now that we have revitalized you, you get a wait. And no one showed up.
While we're about to finish this fight, do we want to do something that'll probably speed up some things in the future?
Sure.
Go ahead and click on an empty square. Go to options.
What? I didn't
So we've had things on 2. We've had things on 2, so it's on animations with background. Go over to solo and hit the button. Now we can, per unit, go through and pick what we want between 1. So what you could do is go to everyone but Nils and Sarah, who's just have the support animations that are just going to be the same anyway, and you can turn the animations off unless you and it'll save a couple of seconds, but those seconds can add up. But if you like that, you like that.
I like animation. I went to school for animation, and I'm gonna see the animation, gosh darn it.
Well, actually, hold on. Briefly turn them to off. Just briefly turn them to off for everyone, and then look at see Mills and Sarah's, so you can see.
Oh.
Well, you can just go to off. Yeah. So see what...
Okay.
Yeah, there's still a bit. This is the thing. And then go see Nils, unless you've already moved him.
I have not. It's not like they're gonna be doing anything. Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, they have little animations like that. Support characters. In the earlier games that were on console, they had fancier map animations where, like, if a guy was, like, using a sword, you'd see him, like, raise his sword and swing at the little map sprite. They don't do this in this with the attack. Like, the supports look all fancy, but then the regular, like, combat animations are just, like, sprite runs into other sprite. Damage. They're fancier when it comes to combat than the support animations.
Alright, our guys hit first, right?
Yes. Though, we'll probably talk about this more in the next episode, because this one's almost done. I know we've talked a bit on the side about my like of how each game in this series has sort of like changed up its own difficulty and things in various ways over time. Arrgh. Generic death quote.
Weapon level increased. We win.
Sinister
Oh, he's
music.
still alive. Give us the ring and swear us this oath. You must promise to leave these two alone. Have your vow, I'll spare your life. Failure means death.
Means death.
What? Poison? He took his own life. These are no common brigands we're dealing with. This man was trained by a well-organized group.
What do they want with Nils and Indian?
Wait, I have a very important question.
Hmm.
He just took poison. Did he just eat some mutton?
We don't know how he poisoned himself. He could have stabbed himself with a poisoned blade. He could have drank poison. Dun, dun, dun.
But we didn't get the whole point of the side quest.
Well, hold on.
Okay, Lynn, whatever you say. Oh, she did get it. Oh, okay.
He said the guy said he had it.
Got it. Huzzah!
So, Will,
Yes.
after this we're back to, fighting stuff against, reclaiming Kalen and Ludgren. So you might almost wonder, was the Black Shadow alluded to in the chapter title, the Black Shadow of foreshadowing? And on that note, share whatever you want to do. That's the end of this episode. Next chapter, Chapter 8, The Vortex of Strategy.